I don't think I've ever started Genshin Impact here at the dashboard screen for the PlayStation 5, but the reason I'm starting it here is two reasons. First of all, I've gotten into the habit of pressing record before I boot up the game when we start a quest, because Paimon usually has something to say when you boot up the game, whenever you have a new quest or something like that. Also, at the same time, I know that for the change in regions, for Natlan at least, they changed the dashboard picture and music. So I want to see if they've changed that as well at the same time too. I'm super excited to get into Nod-Krai. I'm so excited. By the way, my name is Calvin, also known as Red. This is my playthrough of Genshin Impact, and this is Nod-Krai. So let's check this out. Oh, they haven't changed it. Whoa, no, they changed the music. They changed the music. Okay, they changed the music. Okay, very cool. But they didn't change the screen. Whoa! There's a whole host of different characters. What the hell? They changed the splash screen. What? Everything's changed. Because it usually is the Mondstadt crew. And now it's like all the new characters. Here we go. I am excited and terrified. This is my first new region. This is my first time coming into a new region with you guys. I'm scared and terrified. And okay, we start here. You can tell I was collecting something there. Paimon say anything? Paimon hasn't said anything. Okay, wait until 2 days later. Oh, and they literally just is this an update? Did they ever do this before? That's interesting. So do they need us in game to load something or something like that? Maybe that's why they're doing this, because I never seen them do that before. When you start a region, they say, "Hey, transition a bit." Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, Paimon didn't say something this time. Embark on your new journey. Where? Oh, I thought it was in Mondstadt. I was like, that's crazy. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Whereabouts? So we're starting from here. Is there a new place on the map? Oh my god. But we have to head here. Are we going to meet up with a Nefa? Okay, guys. Forgive me for going here. I'm not trying to like draw things out. I literally am just like very nervous and I need the time. You know, like, when you're going to like an important thing, and sometimes you need like the 20-minute walk there to like calm down a little bit, you know? Sometimes you need that. Oh my god. 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 Oh lord. Look at that little guy. Is that an Nefa? Is that an Nefa? I think it's an Nefa. I think a Nefa was loading in there for a second. Wait. She popped it. There she is. The fact that they didn't lie, we're going to Nod-Krai with an Nefa. That's so good.
Hey, Nefa. Sorry to keep you waiting.
I'm so excited.
That is perfectly all right. My data indicates clear skies in the coming days.
Good.
Current conditions for maritime travel, optimal. I'll be ready whenever you are.
Let's get this show on the Whale Road.
But are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again?
When we were not being tailed by Star Fontaine reporters, that is. Oh yeah, with Charlotte.
Funny you mention it. You'll never guess who Paimon saw on the way
Charlotte said she was coming to Nod-Krai. Oh, it's Mulani. Okay.
Seriously think we'd let you leave without a farewell
Oh,
party,
of course
did
not.
you?
Of course
No
not.
chance.
Charlotte said she was coming to Nod-Krai, by the way, but oh my god, of course.
Yeah, come on,
Oh.
traveler. We've already made all the preparations.
I'm gonna die.
And most importantly, how dare you try and slip away without first paying your respects to the almighty Dragon Lord?
Caught red-handed again. Oh my god, guys.
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Nod-Krai. So, we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure.
A little talk as well. I don't mind. I want to goodbye, you know what I mean? So was you.
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little
I
habit
agree
of
with
ours?
Paimon. Saying a little goodbye, making sure everyone, like, feels happy as you leave, and it's, I don't know.
Don't worry, we won't
Oh.
keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Shaska, Ian-san, Aurora,
Look at this sweetheart.
even the Pyro Archon herself.
Jesus Christ.
You're invited too, Anafa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Can't refuse an invitation like that.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique.
Oh.
My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
So robots like massages too? Or is it just that Shilonen really knows how you're wired?
I wonder.
All right, enough with the chit-chat. Let's head to the venue.
Oh my god.
Woohoo! Party time!
Paimon did the roll of the hands there as well. Oh, is that Fatui? Fatui? I mean, I 100% believe like that a lot of people know we're going to Nod-Krai at this stage, right? Like,
Spit it out then.
Excuse me?
They've set off.
Excuse me?
Just as my calculations projected.
Show us all.
About time I met this variable in person.
Oh, about time they met us. Wait. Who was that? I'll have to look back at the hair or something like that as well.
You know, every time we head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our adventure has begun.
100%. But like, yes, someone.
This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell
I know.
party.
In other words, Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Nod-Krai. This
So
deviates
they're
somewhat from the
autoing
official
themselves,
coordinates
by the way,
stored
the
in my
text.
database.
Maybe because they're on a boat.
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? When did it really sink in for you? That actually kind of
Wait,
makes
what?
sense.
They're autoing the
What about
text?
you, Anafa?
Just even my answers? What's happening?
Maybe we should be asking the other way around. So, when you came over to Natlan, what was the moment you felt like you'd left Nod-Krai?
What's happening?
In
Okay,
that
it's okay.
case,
It's okay.
Probably
We'll
when
roll
my
with it.
sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
The moon?
What?
You mean that one we can all see in the sky?
Negative. I was referring to... Huh? Here we are. Paimon, Traveler, we have arrived in Nod-Krai.
We're here?
Oh, wow!
Look at the bird.
Paimon, Traveler,
Whoa.
welcome to Nod-Krai.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They're showing a bunch of like designed characters here. That's such a good idea. So yes, of course. You could tell by the outfits
That
almost.
must be Nasha Town up ahead. That's the place you were telling
Oh
us
my
about on
God.
the way over, right?
Because it's we said it was going to be kind of like an industrial place, judging by the outfits that we saw from Nod-Krai characters before, and that would make sense. But this is like a full-on like, everything's like industrial. Like even the ground is made of like metal sheet metal. This is so interesting. You see all the like the design characters they had there as well. I didn't get a chance because they were autoing the text. I'll have to look back on the image of who that was because it's obviously like a Fatui harbinger. But like they're blonde, it seems. So that would, is that like the marionette possibly? Possibly? Oh my god, new place, huh? What's a huh?
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of
Commercial
Nod-Krai.
hub, very interesting. What do we find? Could this really be... Wait, what did you find?
Oh, sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties.
Yeah, I'm so interested in like this location now, but like down there, I'm also like worried about what was found.
Is something up, Traveler?
What did we find?
Paimon,
Huh?
this is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in town.
What? This exact spot?
Huh?
You remember it? And yeah, bring up the spaceship thing again, by the way, as well, but like, I love how they're just openly calling it spaceship now.
Are you sure? But how come you've never mentioned that before? Seems pretty important.
It's like we unlock something, right? We unlock something in our brain.
Oh, well, because those memories are really hazy.
Oh my god.
All I remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship.
Incredible. We're getting full-on Zach voice lines here, by the way, which is fantastic. So it does seem like he's unlocked something as well. That is such a crazy moment to have at just the start of this region. This is where my ship landed.
But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Oh my god. It's like doubly like this is an amazing moment, an incredible moment. To bring it back to the idea of like the spaceship landing and the where the twins came from. And now saying like I felt this power, I sense this motion. He felt the power. That's what like unlocked that memory for him as well. But like forgive me for also like just being so excited to hear Zach's voice. Like, you know, whenever we get to hear him, like usually it's one-liner amongst quests. Like doing full voice acting here.
Are you referring to Kuuvahki?
Kuuvahki?
What now?
What are we talking about here?
The locals refer to it as Kuuvahki. It is a unique
Oh my God.
elemental force found only in Nod-Krai, or rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy.
Isn't this what the doctor was studying? What the Tori was studying? What Mavika was talking about? What the people in Nod-Krai were studying? They have like a power that predates elemental energy even. A bit like
That is
phlogiston?
correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database is the primordial
The
sea.
primordial sea? We're comparing it to that?
Legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Nod-Krai.
Okay, so the moon comes from Nod-Krai.
Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim.
So it's a supported data. Okay.
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, you were referring to Kuuvahki?
So Kuuvahki is what we're... Okay, Kuuvahki. It certainly feels similar to phlogiston, yet it's also somehow different. Maybe they both belong to the light realm that the Lord of the Night mentioned. Still, this feeling, there's no doubt about it. It's the same power I felt the first time I set foot into Va.
Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship here? Do you still remember where it landed?
Near the beach, we're gonna find his spaceship. I think it was near a beach.
Nod-Krai is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline.
There was also a mountain. I love that we're like piecing it together with tiny bits and pieces here. I know like I'm getting sidetracked a little bit, but like because this is a big deal, but I can't help but just like love the sheet metal constructing the entire ground here, you know?
Negative. Description still lacks sufficient detail to pinpoint target location.
That's okay.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. After all, it's been a really long
Incredibly long time.
Let's just do what we've always done and keep searching as we explore.
Let's go.
Besides, what have you got to fear with your sidekick Paimon still here?
Never fear, Paimon.
I'd be more than happy to help you out as well.
Thank you both so much. Oh my god, look at the outfits.
Our pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Nod-Krai surely counts as a big step forward, huh?
For sure.
Like we've crossed another boundary?
Yeah?
Paimon couldn't have put it
Yeah.
better herself. You sure are a quick learner, Inepa.
I think Inefa is like socially the best robot I've ever seen in my life in media. Like, and it's just because like she still feels like a automaton, but like I love the way she like, you know, is like a close friend as well, you know? If you can find her spaceship, maybe the flightlogs could tell us something? Possibly. Look at this angle here as well, by the way. Do you have any games on your phone? At last, a chance to get to the bottom of all this. The truth must be out there somewhere, buried in this land. Jesus Christ, look. Oh my god. Spaceships, new region. Look at this big, gigantic machinery in the background. This is incredible.
Well, as the best guide in the whole
Hell yeah.
galaxy, Paimon hereby does solemnly declare...
What do you declare? What do you declare, my gal?
Nod-Krai, here we come!
Oh my god. Holy hell, I'm like buzzing. So like we found a piece of energy, or he felt an energy on the ground similar to phlogiston that basically like made him feel the similar power that was felt in Nod-Krai before. Oh my god, look at this place. Oh my god. It's like a shipyard, but it's like, yeah, we like, I want to say it's not that like I predicted it, like, oh my god, I always have to predict it, because again, for people that don't know, I don't watch trailers for Genshin. So I've not seen anything to do with the actual area of Nod-Krai. I haven't seen any of the characters. I haven't heard from them. The only ones the characters I know are Nefa and Aino, I guess, because they were in the Nefa quest. So it is one of those things that I was left to kind of like predict what we're going to see just based on like small things. And from the outfits that I saw from people in Nod-Krai, they're like similar outfits to this here. So cool. I had a thought that this place would be very industrial. You know, would be very like look at this. Look, it's so industrial. I thought this place would be very industrial. I thought this place would basically have like a this feel to it. Look at this. Oh my god, that's a crane. It's a magnetized crane. There's like bottles here as well, by the way, and like different glasses. To me, like that just showcases like, you know, like a very like we're working all day, get a beer, you know. This is so freaking cool. What items do we get? And carrots, and it's very it's noisy, but in a good way. It's what you want out of an industrial place, I feel like, right? To me anyway, it's what you want. You want a place to feel kind of like, you know, like again, very metallic, very like constructed, very like put together, like piece by piece. But also you want it's going to be noisy. It's going to be noisy. They even have like new designs for like, I feel like we don't really see like this hairstyle even on kids as well. It's really crazy. But yeah, as I was saying, like there's a power of that's similar to phlogiston that we heard about before from Movika that the traveler felt when he came here, and he thinks it's going to lead him to help him find his ship. Again, if you're new here, we're going to be taking our time to look around everything. We won't be doing the entire Act 1 in one quest. It's not something I like to do, or one video. We generally like to take our time as much as possible. I probably should at least chat to like one or two people just to see what's happening, or see if there's anyone who wants to, like there's a guy here, little kid here. Conch gang? Who the heck cares about those dolls? I sure don't. I'm a gang member. You don't care about that, do you? Did you have a falling out with them? Falling out, what, me? Well, if you mean fight, then yeah. We fought before, but it's nothing serious. It's not my fault that I'm so strong. It's theirs for being too weak. All because I don't know how strong I am. When they find out, well, I'm gonna let them off the hook so easy. I'm not gonna let them off the hook so easy either way. That's what they get for starting, and, So he's having a fight with a rival gang of some sort. Look at the designs of the outfits. Oh my god. Look at this. Hello. When the chips are down, it's us you'll be counting on. Just you wait and see who your best workers are. Who are you? Who am I? I'm just a hard worker, and these are my brothers who work hard with me. Ask anyone on the docks when it comes to this kind of work. Me and my crew get it done, right and clean, no contest. That said, times have changed. The iron beasts don't need to eat. They don't get tired. Iron beasts? Wait, what? And they don't go around yelling at debtors. It's been a long time since anyone shelled out a pure muscle. Wait, oh. But tell you what, our strength is more than a match for any metal machine. So now... Oh, the Iron Beasts have gone on strike. At the end, it says humans at the so the machines have gone on strike. If only our employers had known it might have come to this, they wouldn't have made the mistake in the first place. Don't you think so? So is he saying that they've been hiring? Sorry, I dropped something there. Do you think what they're saying? They've been hiring machines or using machines in place of humans for some stuff here. And these guys here are saying like nothing really replaces us. Now the machines have gone on strike, and now they're picking up the slack that they did before. Now they're saying, hey, you regret your decision now, which is a very interesting idea, because I feel like it puts an idea on, like if what he's saying is truthful, it puts everything on its head, right? Where it's like usually the idea is like, well, I've gone on like what would you? The idea is usually like the machines have replaced us, but this way the machines have replaced them, but now they're replacing the machines once again because of everything that's happened, you know. It's very interesting. Working on a dock, by the way, is very hard work. That stuff is difficult. Here's a Fatui member. So wait, there was a thing over here before we do anything, by the way. I know this was it, wasn't it? Yeah. It was something that was like resonating with us. This thing over here. Is this a new mechanic? Hey, you're blocking the road. Where are you rushing off to? I'm here to help out. There's not much I can do, but I'll try my best. I've also grown taller lately. I'll definitely keep growing. Once when I grow up, I can help out like the adults. And when I do more of that, I can get more Mora. What would you do with all the extra Mora? My mother's sick. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Please forget I did, okay? No, Jesus Christ, vent if you need to. What is it? Oh, it's just literally money? Okay, we'll take that. Oh my god, the outfits! Oh my god, your outfit's amazing! I should not be talking to you like this, but hey. Strange, things are eerily calm around here. It's precisely at times like this that you gotta stay alert. What are you doing here? As you can see, I'm waiting for a commission, of course. I love your outfit! Are you kidding me? If it's all the same to you, please don't block my view. As it happens, I have a commission for you. Wait, or are you staying over there? Am I? Well, maybe it's because over there looks nicer. Aside from that, I guess there's nothing to note around here for you. Shoo. Okay, I'm gonna excuse you saying shoo because that outfit is a serve, okay? Usually I'd be upset. Honestly, that outfit's amazing. I've been talking so much, let's get a view for listen to the music. I feel like part of the ambiance of the music is the sounds in the machines though, right? Like the clanking and the crunching of the machines. What are you doing? What? In Nod-Krai, you'll find certain objects that carry a red or blue unipolar charge. Okay. When characters get near certain objects or plants, they will enter empowered states of different forms. When in an empowered state, the character can direct the power towards a red or blue on unipolar objects, therefore destroying them and causing them to move. Oh, interesting. So we can move blocks like this, and then that got us a chest. So that's a new mechanic here, I guess, in Nod-Krai. Here's the thing. The music happens like every once in a while, and it feels very adventurous, right? But I can't help just be like so excited hearing the machines, right? Plants affected. In Nod-Krai, you'll find special plants that can provide characters with so that's the primordial energy. Once a character is suffused with sufficient Kuuvahki energy, press to harness the power of Kuuvahki and roam freely. When using the power of Kuuvahki to roam, passing by a moonshine violet may provide you with some small measure of assistance, allowing you to soar upwards. Okay, very cool. There's lots of different mechanics here as well, by the way. Wait. I just realized there's a new banner, right? I just realized there's a new banner. I forgot about this. What we'll do is we'll check the banner at the end. We'll check the banner at the end of this video. Again, as I said, we're not going to be doing everything in one video. We'll check the banner at the end. Oh my god, your outfit. Your outfit. Oh my god. Everyone's outfit. The music's very adventurous, right? It's hard to pinpoint it. It feels kind of like there is like some pipes in there. But yeah. What's going on? What do you mean there's a problem? What do you mean there's a problem you all can't solve? Is there a problem? Well, yes, I'm the new port supervisor here. But ever since I installed that cutting-edge Kuuvahki conveyor belt on the dock, it's been breaking down every other day. If it doesn't get jammed, it'll suddenly come loose. And either those, then it's the power supply having issues. I thought there was something wrong with the machine I bought, so I paid a hefty sum to get the master to fix it. But he's been looking at it for 3 days. And he still can't tell me what the problem is. Maybe it's not a technical issue? So, what, it's been sabotaged? Come on, don't spout such nonsense. The higher-ups of the Merchant Guild have vowed to use this as an opportunity to promote the automation of Kuuvahki machinery. If this is a place on the Saritsa's jurisdiction... Oh, if this is placed on the Saritsa's jurisdiction, any Harbinger would have solved the problem with a single order. So he's saying, like, okay, like, if the Saritsa's over something, then, like, the Harbingers would solve it right away. But since he's not over it, they don't care. If part of my dad forced me to return and take up this post, I'd still be working on the latest kinetic mechanisms at the Royal Energy Commission of Shejnaya. That'd be a whole lot easier than dealing with this mess. So, interesting, right? We now know that, like, the Harbingers, you know, if something is under the jurisdiction of the Tsaritsa, then we have a higher chance that what is that up there even, like they'll have a higher chance of them, like, you know, stepping in to fix it, which makes sense. And we even have someone complaining like, dude, like, I love the lighting here as well. This is so fun. We have like even a character like complaining like, if I stayed in Shejnaya, I'd have all those perks that the Tsaritsa would give as like as someone who is under a Harbinger's jurisdiction. Your jacket is beautiful. Hey, have you heard? The conveyor belt of the harbor entrance is broken down. Let me guess. You're about to tell me this is all part of some earth-shattering conspiracy. Indeed, I can see your eyes open like to the truth like mine. Those vulgar vagrants probably think that it's got something to do with how the belt has been maintained and hasn't been maintained in years. But smart people like you and I can see behind the curtain. There's no doubt about it, this is a trap set by the higher-ups. I don't know why they'd intentionally sabotage the conveyor belt, but surely they have their motives. Give it a rest, will you? You said the same thing last time. Surprenza updated their daily specials. Lady Marionette has surely been planting this for a year to ensure that people of Nasha Town aren't able to eat hot dogs this exact day. Is that like a conspiracy? Interesting. You don't know what Her Majesty the Tsaritsa and the Harbingers are planning. I'm just saying there's something bigger behind the conveyor belt breaking down, and we best to steer well clear of it. So there's also conspiracies about like this machinery breaking down, and people have such like faith in the Tsaritsa that like on both sides, that it goes as far as both sides as well, where like one side's like, the Tsaritsa would never do this, they don't have time to do this because they're so important, and the other side is like, well, actually the Tsaritsa doesn't do anything by accident. So interesting seeing Natlan across that way, and then over there is Sumeru. The music now is less adventurous, but it's like very, very... This is gorgeous. Holy hell. Drawing on the wall there of a goat. And I'm playing as the goat today, so... Just really... There's like, is that a violin? Can I say that, like, maybe I'm overstepping here, but and maybe it's because, like, you know, I come from a Celtic country, but like there is a feeling of like some Celtic nature in the music, right? To me anyway. It feels like there is some Celtic in the music for sure. Man, I am so in love with this place. Genuinely so. Like, we just let you get money from this? I could sit here and listen to the machinery all day. Just the machinery. Can someone tell me what the name of this track is? I want to download it. And maybe you have it as a backing track for some videos. Look at there's the moon thing again, right? The lunar kind of stuff. She is scaring him, by the way. Okay, let's go over here. There's like a big crowd over here as well.
It just occurred to Paimon, if we were looking to put out a missing spaceship commission, or to learn more about Nod-Krai, wouldn't it make sense to drop by the Adventurers Guild?
Look in the background, by the way. There's like people from like different places. I feel like that at first, the first in line looks like they're from Inazuma. There's a Nalan outfit there as well. There is another Inazuma outfit, and there's some like Nod-Krai outfits as well. It's very, very cool. Very, very cool.
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow this road
yeah.
and
Oh my
you'll
god,
reach
look
it.
at the way this is... Okay. I know, like, thank you for pointing at it. Like, look at the road up here. This is not by accident that this place looks like, you know, the way it looks, right? They have, like, a bunch of buildings, like, you know, covering the lights in the background and this, like, tall tower here. Like, it's such a simple shot, but it makes, like, the industrial nature of this place feel, like, more real. It's very crowded. But there's like, you know, electrical lines in the background. There's like, you know, a tall tower in the distance. Like there's like some lights shining in the distance as well. Now in the nighttime, obviously this looks better, I think, just because like it is like, you know, very metallic in a way, and like the lights make like the kind of like metallic nature of this place kind of turn to kind of like a more blue color. I don't know. It looks really, really good to me. These little creatures, by the way,
What into that is that?
is that the one we saw in the tutorial?
Looks kind of like a sealy floating around in the air like
Yeah,
that.
I wonder if that's gonna be the. Yeah, I think we can become them. It looked like from the tutorial.
That is a Kuuvahki, a species unique to the land of Nod-Krai.
So glad we have you here as well.
A Kuuvahki? Does she have something to do with the moon too?
Indeed it does. According to the Frostmoon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the Kuuvahki, are said to be familiars of the moon goddess,
Wow.
leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great importance.
Very interesting.
The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tsaritsa?
Although Nod-Krai lies on
Look at it.
Snezhneya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon and the sky above.
That's interesting. That to me shows that maybe the Tsaritsa also isn't like, you know, what could, and it's honestly kind of like lands with like the stuff we thought about the Tsaritsa so far. Is that she's not forceful. I think that she like she demands loyalty in a way that's not like I'm going to make sure that you're all loyal to me. And we got that vibe from like, you know, even the way she treats the Fatui harbingers. At least I did anyway. I think you guys probably got that vibe too, which is like, you can do your own thing, but but once it comes down to my thing, you have to make sure you're doing that properly, right? So there is like that nature to that as well. But you get what I'm saying? Like it seems like, you know, she probably would have like expanded, or maybe they will expand at some point. But yeah,
The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the Angels.
angels.
According to the documents in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at that time.
Crazy.
Wow. So the origin of their beliefs goes back even further than the
That is
Archon
insane.
War?
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frostmoon Scions carved these as well.
Oh my god, you're like the best tour guide ever.
Hey, looks like she's floating away.
It's a beautiful design.
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a Kuuvahki lies in the single digits. Many here consider them heralds of good fortune.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Let's check it out. Traveling around using patches of mist. What are you talking about? Hold on. Transform to Koneki. Okay, there we go. Yeah, transform to take refuge in the mists in different colors. Press to switch forms and exit the mist of the same color to roam. What? What? Oh my god. Okay, let's go. There's like different chalk drawings on the wall around here as well, by the way. And that's how we get a chest too. Oh my god, the outfits. The music is fantastic too, guys. I love the chalk drawings, because that to me, like, in terms of like environmental storytelling, that's a form of entertainment, right? It's like, you know, just like in Natlan, I feel like it was probably like, you know, it is a very spiritual thing to paint on the walls and stuff like this as well. But like, this to me was something that we would do as kids, right? Like you draw with chalk on the ground, and it is a good way to pass the time. And it also like maybe like is welcomed from a lot of people too, because like it adds like a tiny bit of color to a very like, you know, like cold area, right? For sure. I don't mean that in a bad way, like it's intentionally cold.
Is this a travel guide? Huh. It actually led us to something useful.
Yeah. Whoa, okay. Welcome to Nasha Town. That's a gorgeous poster. Mimsy Brunner Books Investment Portfolio. A bookstore provides not only knowledge, but also hope. Investment involves risk for sure, but word is that successful investor in the portfolio has bade farewell to the days of the hard labor at the harbor and embarked on a journey across the world. Let's wish this lucky traveler all the best. Okay, so they're saying that the wait, an investor left? Okay. Speranza's Wheel of Fortune. If you think that all of Speranza is famous for its delicious spread of hot dogs, nice, you'd be mistaken. Don't miss the Wheel of Fortune. Wait, we have hot dogs? I love hot dogs. We have hot dogs? Don't miss the Wheel of Fortune on the side of the shop. It's a classic even with the local crowd. Never mind that it looks like a repurposed roulette from the Flagship. Just to spin to win. In any case, spin the wheel when it stops. Hot dog will tell you your fortune. I love that, like, every new region we go into Genshin, there's, like, a new thing that makes us feel like we're in a different time period, almost. You know what I mean? Every single region feels like a different time period. Now we have hot dogs and Wheel of Fortune. Eye-catching and mouth-watering sugar sculptures. With deft hands, Hunjada sculpts honey-laced syrup into fantastical shapes. These vibrant pieces of sugar art are add a veritable dash of sweetness to the light of Nasha Town's days. Take one bite and you're sure to find these sculptures even sweeter than the sculptor's serene smile. But don't spend too long admiring them. These treats are best eaten while fresh. Okay, so they make like sugar sculptures? Enthusiastic researchers. For the reasons unknown, Fontaine Research Institute researcher Lioba has drifted into Nasha Town and started conducting alarmingly abstract experiments? Oh, Jesus Christ. Could you not have kept that in Fontaine? For those intrepid enough to lend her a hand with her studies, you might just stumble upon rewards just as unorthodox as her methods. Whenever I hear Fontaine Research Institute, I'm just like, just stop. Stick to yourself. Do your own thing. You know what I mean? Experiment on yourself. Take their license, please.
Are there any particular points of interest?
I think the food is definitely a big thing. I would like to try the local food always. If I can go to a place, I'd like to try the local food. Maybe see those sculptures as well.
It all looks pretty interesting to Paimon. If we have time, she'd love to see pretty much everything.
This music is gorgeous. It has a very like Celtic feel to me.
Recalibrating route.
Oh my god. She's like, let's go with the tourist route.
If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty.
Gorgeous.
From there, we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visit specialty stores.
Yikes. Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon, Ineva's gonna put her out of a job?
Paimon, the way I know, like Paimon, like is a great guide, and she's guided us through her whole life and stuff like this as well, like in Teyvat, right? But I think Paimon also needs to realize that like nothing could ever replace her. Nobody and no one could ever replace her in my heart, ever. Yeah, that was really cool. Like the different oh, I love the outfits so freaking much. Are you kidding me? Hello. Wow, this place sure is different from Shesnaya. So this is a Shesnaya outfit? All the more reason to explore? I should have said how so, of course. I just saw some traveling merchants from Nalan, a right lively bunch to be sure. I'll have to walk over and talk to them, and who knows, maybe like we can do business? Sure, can I ask you about what's different from Shesnaya? This place is a little more, how should I put it, natural vitality. It's not covered by snow, which makes sense, ice and permafrost, and there's plenty of fruit growing here that looks like midsummer berries. These things are rare in Shesnaya. But then this may sound a little strange. I still prefer the Snezgord in the midst of a snowstorm. Ah. That's the only time I feel like the warmth of the Kresnik's torch. Kresnik. Of course, I'm probably biased. It's only natural to have a preference for your hometown. I think so too. I think like I was always like very like strange like with my locations. I think like a lot of people were like I definitely want to like leave, but I've always been a big home bird. I like Ireland a lot. Oh my god. I feel so freaking lucky. Yeah, these chalk drawings are brilliant. It really just adds like a nice little like playful touch to the world as well. Honestly. Gorgeous. Can we go in here? No, we can't. You got this stuff? Just my luck. Collecting debts in Nod-Krai is so darn troublesome. Okay, he's collecting debts. Let's throw him over the railing. let's do it. What's wrong? I have no idea, mate. The water here is deep and as all sin. And while the waves are calm on the surface, the depths are full of hungry undercurrents. The last time I went out to collect debts, the biggest gang in the Flou Sandra nearly had my head for it. The time before that, it took me until the end of my mission to realize that the person I was chasing was being shielded by my own ruddy boss. I mean, just look at me. Just why would they send a young rookie with no connections to a troublesome dirt hole like Nod-Krai? If something goes wrong, my salary might not even be able to cover my medical bills. I just want to go back to Morspoke and raise some deer in peace. Not like animals can just suddenly turn to Fatui Harbinger and give the tongue lashing of a... Oh, okay. Here's the thing. This happens quite a bit, and we see this quite a bit with Fatui members. Oh, look at the mountainside here as well. Fatui members will, like, take their job and then be like, this is not what I expected. It's like, you joined them. You joined the Fatui members, and here you say the Fatui Harbingers are going to, like, give them a tongue lashing as well. I love your hat. Hey, friend, pal, buddy, listen. This is the inside scoop. Shazai is about to go all in on Kuuvahki. Get your shares here and invest in the future that only belongs to you. Shares? The full name's the Kuuvahki Concept Investment Certificates. The hottest product in the speculative market right now. Just fork over 500,000 more and they can be yours. Get in now and you can ride the blue ocean wave of profits. Don't hesitate. This is the closest you'll ever be to the wealthiest retirement you can imagine. I'll pass. Are you sure you don't want to think about it some more? This is a great opportunity. If you find the shares suspect, I have some cheaper Shazai bonds, only 300,000 more. That shows me that already it's a scam. That shows me already it's a bit of a scam. Right? If you're saying, like, if all of a sudden you're changing your tune from being like, what the hell? What's that over there? Oh, there's like a little restaurant area over here as well. If all of a sudden you're changing your tune from being like 500,000 to 300,000, that shows that like you weren't very serious about the product in the first place. And you're saying, I'm not just saying that like, oh yeah, I get a discount, yay. But like haggling down that much is crazy. Wait, what? Let me check this out. A common sight in the Kuuvahki's views Nod-Krai is said to be the traces of passing the Kuuvahki. Riding the moon lanes allows you to harness the power of the Kuuvahki to swiftly move along the path. However, the moon lanes do not flow uninterrupted, and there are times when switching paths is the wisest choice. While riding the moon lanes as red or blue Kuuvahki, you can freely use the Kuuvahki to interact with objects near you. Okay, that's cool. All these different things that I didn't get. I might as well get them just like to get the the gems, I suppose. But like, there's a lot of stuff I didn't get here.
I really want to go traveling.
Wow. Really cool site, right? A really cool site. Oh, we can travel up here as well. Yeah, this is very... Oh, and up here too. Like this travel system is very cool because you wonder what the transport system was going to be like and the traversal system was going to be like. And here it kind of is. And getting a good look at this as well is so cool too. Look at that like robot face for a building. I'm so enamored. What's this? Oh, it's one of these things again. Oh, do we know where we have to move it? Oh, okay, that's where we have to move. Okay, okay. And there is the new item, I guess, as well. There's a few of those around here, it seems. Now, this is fun. But can I say as well, while this is like super fun and a super cool idea, I'm going to spend some time walking up these myself because like that's pretty fun too. You know what I mean? Like just to be able to walk up these different structures. I kind of want to go down and get this. Yeah. Because if we want to level up the area a bit too. Yeah, the chalk drawings are great. They're really great. And I think it just, on top of like making the world pop a little bit more with a bit of color, right? It's a good idea. Like I said, it also like makes the place feel very like lived in, right? It makes it feel like, you know, there's like kids around. It makes it feel like there's like, you know, they're trying to like find some entertainment. We haven't done a challenge like this in a while. Is the challenge that you just collect all these particles? Oh my god. PS5 is actually very hard sometimes to collect the particles. I'm not even joking. Sometimes it just doesn't work very well for some reason with the controller. I don't know why. I've actually heard people say this, like not just me. That sometimes like maybe it's just like I'm just not very good at pressing the button at the same time. You know, me like, oh, the challenge is so hard. There's no way I'm getting this, right? I mean, we'll activate it at this waypoint, though. I mean, it's fine. We missed out, so I don't usually do these challenges anyway, but I'll take this anyway. So there was way more along the way we could have gotten, obviously. Yeah, see, there's some over there. That's fine. Oh my god, we're seeing in the daytime again as well. Okay, let's head over... Look at even the way people are like hanging on the railings of these areas too. It's such a fun idea for an area. Oh, a picture over here. Let's get it. Yeah, it looks really great in the daytime too. But it feels like almost like the sun is kind of like oppressive in the daytime. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm just being a bit of a... When I say like oppressive, it feels like working in this like heat would be... well, I guess it wouldn't be hot here, right? Because it's close to Shizhnaya. It would probably be like very like... it'd probably be like a Norwegian country in the summer, maybe. Oh, is that the main thing? We're going to unlock the map that way? And there's a waypoint there as well. Yeah, I want to get this picture over here too. I love this, like the hammer here as well. Can we go in here from here? We can. I guess we can, but I'm kind of terrified to go in there. Wait, is this where we had to go? It is. Mia, we should go here. Yes, the exact location we need to go. Look at this.
Wow. Nasha Town actually looks pretty big from here. Feels a bit different than Paimon imagined, though.
I think it's gorgeous in its own way. I'm actually in love with the industrial feel of it.
Which aspects in particular deviated from your expectations?
That's a good question.
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nod-Krai as an adventurer's paradise. So she kind of thought it'd be a bit more picture perfect somehow.
That's interesting, right? That's interesting because obviously, like maybe like for me as a perspective of like we all have different perspectives of what this place would look like, especially since we haven't like actually seen it. Like me and Paimon are kind of in the same boat here. My impression of this was like kind of like not exactly like this. I didn't think we'd see all like the big machinery in that way, like in the way like it's like the you know the big gigantic hammer. But I kind of expected like industrial. I kind of expected it to feel very like mechanical, at least in this area. You know, or like in some areas, I should say.
According to legend, there was indeed an era of peace in Nod-Krai's past, the age of the Fae.
Okay. This is so cool. What a great view.
Tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern
The
Fae.
Lantern Fae.
This individual performs many good deeds for Nod-Krai. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory. But then, one day...
So there's Lightkeepers that tribute the memory of Fae.
What happened?
Yeah, I'm interested.
There came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Nod-Krai, and for a time it was left desolate.
It's like almost like the answer to most questions, right? What happened? Abyss, you know what I mean? And it's like it's not like it's tired at all because it makes sense. It's a big, huge problem.
Heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished, that Fae extinguished their light, just as the abyss had extinguished.
Wow, that's
all
actually like
hope.
very like it's heartbreaking, but also very beautiful in a way too, where it's like you know that light that was so I guess hopeful is now like you know gone because of real world hope is gone.
Nowadays, the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or an irony, perhaps.
So I guess it's like it's just not an actual paradise, but like if she's saying it's an irony, that means like it's kind of like like you know this is paradise, you know, when everyone's like working to the bone, you know.
An irony?
Today, no official authority governs Nod-Krai.
Oh, okay.
In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish, and become whoever they want to be.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense why there's so many people going there and like so many people like from different places coming here as well, right? It's like almost like it could be like a fresh start maybe it seems like for some people as well, which again, it also makes sense like you know why the guy was complaining down there. If there's a reason to control this place, you know, then you know my stuff will be fixed, which again is probably like the price of like having like no governing bodies. Is that whilst like, and I'm talking about like in Genshin, by the way, I'm not talking about real world stuff because that goes into like real problems when it comes to like you know government's not doing anything or being evil and stuff because as well in real world. But I'm talking about like in Genshin, like one of the benefits you have from being in Mondstadt is that you will have like help from Jean. You know what I mean? One of the benefits from being in Sumeru is that you have Nahida watching over you. Right? There's a benefit there. I know that's more of a less than governing bodies like Jean is and stuff like this as well. But like an example would be like, even though it's not a governing body, but like or it could be as well. Like if you look at Fontaine, like you have Nouvellette looking into things, and you also have on the side the Spina de Brazula looking into things. So you have that benefit. So like it's one of those things where it's like, yes, you don't really have to answer to anyone. You can be whoever you want to be. You can become whatever you want to be. But you also have the disadvantage of not having like the as we saw earlier, like these kind of like bodies helping you out, whether that be like a Navia with the Spina Rizzula or a Nouvellette, you know what I mean, that way too. Which I think it's an interesting trade-off, because obviously, like, you know, for a lot of people, they would love this. You know, they would absolutely love the idea of becoming whoever they want to be, especially if it works out, you know. It's very interesting. I actually enjoyed the way they've set this up so far.
The Adventurers Guild is just over
wow.
there in Nasha Town's Central Plaza, and the Flagship tavern is
oh
over
my God,
that
can we
way.
go there?
Hey, what's that building over there?
You know,
You know, the biggest, tallest
with like the
one.
picture on it?
That is Aino's Golden Blast Kuuvahki energy
I know!
cannon. It gets activated when the wild hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches a certain
The
threshold.
wild hunt. And we know a wild hunt historically is like a I'm paraphrasing what I know, but like it's like historically it's like this kind of like thing that's like roaming threat that continually, you know, will, you know, it's almost like a roaming, rushing threat kind of that goes through like areas and destroys things in its path.
But according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge.
Okay.
The wild hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to Nod-Krai?
Does it pose a threat to the people living here?
It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of wild hunt attacks are seemingly random. At first, it was more of an old wives' tale that adults used to scare
Makes
children.
sense. There's a lot of those in history. Look at the flower in the background too.
If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's
Oh
gonna
my
come
God.
for you. Listen, do you hear that? That weeping in the fog? Those are the cries of a young woman being dragged
Saying
away.
in such a monotone tone as well. Can I say that this is like once again one of those things that I think is like cultural differences over different cultures, by the way. This is hilarious to me just because this does remind me of stuff from when I was a kid, right? And it's different in every culture, right? It's different. And I love the monotone voice that Nefa gave this here. But one of the things that like when I was a kid, and I've said this before, is that in Ireland, they would do this thing, and it was a common thing because I found it was a common thing amongst everybody in Ireland. Your mother or your father, if you were acting up, would say like, look over there. There's the man. He's going to take you away. The man is going to take you away, right? And sometimes, I remember legitimately sometimes, like, random people would play along. You know what I mean? Because that's how like that and talking to all my friends when I was older, like, do you remember this thing? They're like, yeah, I do remember that, you know? And I'm not saying it's everyone had it. Everyone has different families and different ideals, but like the fact that you could be like, hey, like, you know, hey, the man is coming to get you, and then like someone would be like, hey, yeah, I'm coming. You're like, who is that? So like this idea that they're like, hey, if you don't start behaving, this terrifying thing is going to happen it's a thing that like I think a lot of people have relate to. And please tell me from your culture as well, there's stuff like that too, because I know people said that there's something similar as well. The idea of like, if you don't do this, then the monster's gonna get you. You know, like it's a very common thing. I feel like in different cultures.
You're saying people actually hear things like that?
It's a scary prospect, you know.
I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistically sound answer. But the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the
Wow.
mist. It wasn't until later that it became a full-blown calamity. Abyssal monsters.
So they were
and all.
hearing stuff first, and then it became a real thing.
Oh, when you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino. Not only did she repair you, but she's even built a giant cannon to keep the wild hunt.
It's pretty great.
Absolutely. Aino is very impressive indeed.
I know I had one of the best lines ever. Your name's Anefa, you know.
Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the
Sure.
flagship.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Varka waiting.
Varka.
Well, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this
Have
early.
faith in the people of Mondstadt. As far as they're concerned, any o'clock is bar o'clock. Honestly, Mon said, yeah.
You're right
The
about
thumbs up. I love you, Paimon. I adore you. Love the interesting story here about the wild hunt, and I think it's honestly like a very I wonder if that's one of those things where like where the idea you have in your head creates the thing in real life. So for example, like if I was saying for years, if I was like you know, oh, there's a thing, you know, like the again, more artwork here as well, really cool stuff. Again, like, you know, say like if you have like, you know, creepypastas, right? I think, or even like horror movies, right? Like that happens all the time where people are like, did you ever hear this, you know, this urban legend? Urban legend is probably a good way to put it. Like, I'm not saying this is an urban legend, but I'm saying like, you know, some people be like, oh, do you ever hear about this thing? This happens at 12 o'clock when you walk home alone at night from, if you go to a bar. If you've had 3 shots and then you walk home at 1 a.m., this thing will happen, right? And what happens is that, like, you know, if... I'm not saying this is what would happen. I'm saying, like, it could happen where it's, like, you see someone, like, you know, walking on the same road as you at that time, and you create the idea in your head, oh, that's it, you know? And I wonder if, like, the wild hunt is a thing where it's, like, everyone had this idea of what the wild hunt was, and then they were able to put a face to the name, almost, of the wild hunt. Look at the plants over there. Because it matched the thing that they thought in their head, possibly, as well, you know? I want to see, like, you're a book salesman? Publishing makes no money. I bet you got some new investment ventures. Oh, yes. I'd like to tabulate my investment returns. Wait, so we can do investments? No problem. Let's see what hope brings you this day. Wait, you're just pulling my leg, aren't you? You have money investment coupons. It's not too late to make your purchase. 2,000 more per coupon. With each investment, 10 euro maturing weekly. Or at least... Sure? Yeah, right? Why not? The Legends of Reed and Miller. I want to get back into, like, reading books as well. It's been a while. So, do we, like, sell those books then after a while? Is that it? Papers. Get your fresh newspapers here, sir, ma'ams. What ho? What news today, young man? Well, a treasure hunter pretended to be a Fatui officer and put an arrest warrant for himself in the Flagship. But the Fatui discovered the fake, and now they've been issued a real one for him instead. I need to take a look first. Please wait a moment. That's okay. No problem. Okay, so... Oh, hello. Have I read this one before? I can't remember. What are you reading? Books, I guess. I can't really read the hard ones, so I'm just picking up the entertaining novels and fun stories. But I think I've read nearly all the new arrivals, so now I'm thinking of adding the old ones to my backlog. Do you have any recommended reads? Sorry, I don't really know what's good or bad, or what all the plots are about, really. I'm just here to kill some time and flip some pages. Respect. But I have something to pick one. I'd go with The Legends of Reed Miller, The Thief Extraordinaire. The shopkeeper says it's the resident's bestseller. Since it's so popular, it's probably not the worst one, which means it's still worth a read. I love her mentality, right? The idea of just like, hey, I'm not really a reader. I just like to flip through the pages to pass the time. This is great stuff. This is so great. It's so great. I'm having...
Huh. Isn't this the Adventurers Guild? Why isn't anyone
here?
Yeah. Does that mean that Catherine and Nod-Krai actually get
Oh, that's a thought.
Anyway, let's come back later.
Sure thing. I love that, by the way, because they knew that one of the first things we do is come here. Look at this as well. When we're talking about industrial, this is like magic industrial, right? Oh my god, hair, gorgeous. Hello, your hair is beautiful. Sorry, some of these people have no taste whatsoever. It's like they're actually trying to hurt my eyes. What are you talking about? The way people dress in Nasha Town, of course. This place is aesthetic wasteland. I love their outfits here, if I'm being honest with you. Your outfit's nice, too. Yeah, it's nice. Look at those poor children with their outfits are made up. There's no rhyme or reason, and they're certainly your taste. It's no different from the town itself. Street chic has its own fashionable charm. I agree, too, and I think there's a reasoning why their outfits are so, like, they feel kind of patched together. You're not trying to tell me you consider this decadent streetwear fashionable, are you? True beauty needs to stand the test of time. Yeah, and I will. The way you see the only streetwear worthy of a place in shrines of beauty is Fontanian, elegant and refined. Okay. The reason why all these outfits are patched together, honestly, is like there's a lot of different reasons. First of all, it's if you focus on the idea of resources a lot, you're probably gonna like not want to waste any resources. If you're like very industrial and savvy with that stuff, there's probably a lot more creations that go into this rather than just machines. There's people working on stuff constantly and things like this, not just in the metallic industry and stuff like that as well. And the idea of patching close together shows that there's less of a care about like what outfits you wear. They just want to make sure everyone's warm and ready for the day, rather than you know, because they have to focus so much on the industrial aspects and on this stuff as well. So it makes sense that they would be kind of like patched together clothing. I think it makes sense for the world, honestly. Oh, we have an Adventures Guild person here, so your hair is really nice. This land holds nothing but promise for an adventurous from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree? Tell me a bit about Nod-Krai. The land that holds countless ancient secrets is perfect for us adventurers. Isn't it wonderful? May your adventures be fruitful, just like those of everyone else who sets foot on this land. Thank you so much, Saren of the Adventurers Guild. Okay, so what's this? Oh my god, this is the Fontaine research. Oh my god, I love the outfit as well, though. This research looks promising indeed, but I could really do with someone to help me out. Let me help? Alright, you just need to hit these bots in a short time, and don't worry, they'll be collecting fluid impact force data while you're at it. Also, as to how there'll be a raid, I'll leave it up to you. A stable formation. You tell her of the pigeons at the Mondstadt City Gate? Pigeons, huh? Well, I can't come to know what quarrel you have with them, but let me give it a try. So we just have to hit them? Hit all robots in the field within 2 seconds? Wait, do we have to hit every robot in the field within 2... Benny's adventure team assembled then, right? I think that's probably the best way to go about it then, because they'll be hitting them all, right?
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Research looks promising indeed.
Great stuff. But I could really do with someone to help me out. Wait, what about the chest? Thank you. I love the outfit. Okay. You know what it reminds me of? Like this hairstyle? Every time I see this hairstyle, I think of Shania from Xenoblade. I'm like, Shania! Very interesting.
Adventure time.
Oh my god, look at look at this. This chef. Super chef. I hope the Conch Gang know I hope everyone can live in the lives they want. Tell me about the Conch Gang? It's said that Nasha Town was first built by a group of children. Really? Whenever they had the decision to make, they'd blow it into conch shell to gather the group. Everyone would vote on it. But that's just a folktale. No one really believes that it ever happened. Which does make me wonder, who even made up these stories in the first place? The Conch Gang these days, we're just a bunch of stray kids who drifted together, but now we've got Katia watching over us. I really can't thank her enough. So Katia is watching over them, okay. Very interesting. Let's try and get maybe some Shinejnayan food. Welcome. What would you like to eat? We have hot dishes, refreshing drinks, anything you'd want. Can I take a look at the menu? Sure you are. Okay, so we have hot dog. Oh my god, we can literally buy a Nod-Krai hot dog. I'm wasting all my money. Thank you so much. Let's check. Where what's it going here? I love the way, by the way everyone hangs out, by the way. Right? Look at this on the tables, drinking beers together. Well, now this guy, though, this seems homeless, I think. Enter the flagship. We're going to talk to Varka. Oh, wow.
Here we are, the flagship.
This is very cozy, very pretty. I'd love to be in here.
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter, right? Let's see. Varka? Varka!
Look at all the robots as well.
No matches. I identified.
So Varka's not here?
Huh. So he isn't here after all. Oh, guess we never did actually say we'd be arriving today.
That's true. I think we just assumed because it's Mondstadt, you know.
Hey, why don't we go ask the owner? If what they say is true, Varka's drinking prowess must have left quite the impression.
I mean, if it's a Mondstadt character as well, though, guys. The music's very folky, isn't it, as well? It's very cool. Can I open these chests up, or are these just for you guys here? Oh my lord, guys. You guys know, I've said this 1,000,001 times over. I love an interior. I really do love an interior. You look at your outfit, it's very cool. A Fatui recruiter, get him! Want to sign up? Make sure your paperwork is all in order. Sign up for what exactly? For a job where you complete our missions. Think it's your speed? About recruitment requirements? We are simply hiring people who can complete missions. If you get the work done, we'll see that you are paid. Simply complete the commission. How you achieve those ends is irrelevant. I bet it is irrelevant, yeah. Couldn't catch me working for the Fatui.
Well, well. If it isn't the ineffable Inefa.
Damon. The bartender, so he knows Inefa?
Hello there, Demian.
Demian.
You know each other?
Of course. Inefa's a regular here at the Flagship.
Oh, wow.
So, robots are into booze too?
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of 10. It has Aino's approval too.
That's very cool.
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natland, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Aino.
Interesting, okay.
Aww. He must have been worried sick that she wasn't eating properly on account of being so hung up about Inefa being gone.
Actually it's cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Inefa left. Gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more worry that she wasn't getting a balanced diet.
Right. Well, I think that's like, I don't know. I guess, wait. Okay, I guess like the only difference is like that it's like Aino went wild, I guess. But that's, I think Paimon just said the same thing, basically. You know, he was worried about her, like, you know, not eating properly. Yeah. Bro corrected Paimon when it's basically the same, I guess basically the same thing? Like, but I know what they're saying, by the way. It's like one of those things where like, I don't know if you've ever had like a moments of high anxiety or even like, you know, a slight illness or something like that. Sometimes it's hard to even like, you know, make proper food for yourself, honestly. It's okay. She's going to love to see you.
I think I might have just put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natland, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned. The Traveler and Paimon.
That be us.
Yep, that's us.
Mm-hmm.
So, from the sounds of it, you must be a close friend of Varka's too.
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the roulette special.
Oh, so he's heavy into the drinking.
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself. Though, guess it's hardly surprising how.
Do you know where he is now?
Right now? Must be somewhere near Anvantinjarvi. That's quite far from here.
Okay.
Huh? Where's that?
It's a lake in the northern part of Nod-Krai. Word reached
Very
him
cool.
of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Oh. So, we missed him?
Do you think he needs our help?
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed
I
here
wanna
and
see the
enjoyed
lake.
yourselves. He sends his assurances that everything's under control.
Other people. I wanna save Varka. I wanna make you sure he's okay with me. I wanna see that pretty bed of water.
Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway, it's not like there's any special cause for concern. He is the Grand Master, after all.
Exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room, he's paid for it in advance, too.
Wow.
Whoa! It's so generous of
Yeah.
him! We might not have met yet, but Paimon's got a feeling that we'll get along with Varka like a house on fire.
I bet, honestly.
Oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat for Inefa. That was prepaid as well.
Thank you.
Oh, Nefa.
No, thank you. I'm the one who should be grateful for your business.
This place looks awesome, by the way, sir. Like, I love even like the robot in the background on the shelf and like all the colors of the bottles. This looks great.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage? I can use this time to go pick up some components that Aino asked me to bring back.
Sure.
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves. Why don't we meet up again later?
Oh, So you no longer require navigational assistance.
No, you can help us whenever you want.
No worries, we should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably confident we shouldn't get too lost.
Thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%.
Okay.
Meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previously projected.
That's what they're thinking about, the timing of getting to see Aino.
Oh, right. You must miss her a lot, too. In that case, we better get a move on.
I love that. That way, I was worried she was gonna feel like, oh wait, I'm not useful, but no, she's actually just like, yeah, I have things to do. Thank you. Really great stuff. I love how like you know, Neff is a machine, but like she's very like human in terms of like, you know, our relationship with her in a way. And I think what's so interesting is that like, yeah, she is a machine, right? She's an automaton. It has like a very like, you know, automaton feel to her. But I adore the fact that like is this a dance floor? That the stuff like stuff like that, where like it in human terms, is it here we're going? In human terms, it would be this, right? It's like, oh my god, thank you so much. Like, you know what? I'm gonna get to go home and collect my kids quicker. You know what I mean, or something like that. Like, thank you so much for getting that. You know, with us, it's like, oh, like an effort, like you don't have to worry about that. Oh, look at the rooms, by the way. Very interesting. Yeah, but Neff, it's like, hey, like, Neff, you don't have to worry about that. It's like, oh my god, thank you. It's like, oh, percentage of getting to see, I know, will be quicker now, you know? Look at that little rope in the background. This is a really cool room. Look at the desk. With all the bread and stuff.
Feels pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for us.
This is a nicer room than you would see in, like most locations. Like, even with the patchwork stuff on the wall, like, currently now, you're paying, like, $5 grand for, like, 4 days here nowadays.
But is this really the Flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little...
I suppose.
worn out, right? Though, to be perfectly honest, that feels right at home with everything else we've seen of Nasha Town.
That's a town built amongst ruins, like it's like a rebuilt town.
You mean it's got something to do
like
with
Chicago.
Nod-Krai's history? Oh, that makes sense. But what exactly was this calamity?
I love the idea of a rebuilt town, and that's like another reason why all the stuff is kind of like patched together and stuff, I guess. That's really cool. Oh, you as much as you want, Paimon. There was a stepladder there, was it? No, is it a stepladder or is it a chair? I thought it was a stepladder. Yeah, it looked like a stepladder for a second.
Should we try the berries and fried meat too? Paimon's getting hungrier and hungrier every time someone mentions it.
I was about to tell that stepladder he's not my real ladder. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Who is this?
Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't watching where she was going.
Who is this?
Please, there's no need to apologize.
Oh my
If
god.
anything, I'm the one who should be sorry.
Oh my god.
Clearly, I shouldn't have gotten lost in my thoughts in the middle of a hallway.
Oh my god, you look so sick. What the hell? What the hell? You look so freaking cool. The tired eyes, the kind of powdery makeup as well under the eyes. The hair, which again is like, kind of like a powdery, like pastel kind of color as well. But then this outfit. What the hell? Like all the metal and the black and the kind of darker purples. Oh my god.
Wait a sec.
Whoa, the hair.
Are you staying in the room next to ours?
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich Flins, but please, just call me Flins.
Kirill Chudamirovich Flins. I love this character's eyes. Love them so much. But also like that there's just something about like the whole color palette of like everything to do with them is just so like I don't know what it is. It's like very like dreamy, I guess you could say. It's very pretty.
Whoa, that's...
Was she counted the syllables?
Impressively long name for sure.
I think sometimes that happens a lot of times with people from foreign countries, and then saying foreign countries from me, from Ireland, for example, a country that is from a different, someone from a different place. I even found like people I was friends with as a kid, like, you know, I was like calling people like I had like a Polish friend for years. I was calling one name because that's what he said to call him, and then like years later I found out like that wasn't his actual name, that he just used that name to make it easier sometimes for people, and I was like, dude, like, you mean I've known you for like 6 years? And like, because obviously I just knew him from like school and stuff like that, but it's like I've known you for 6 years and now I know your name, you know?
Oh, is that so?
Oh my god.
Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya.
Snezhnaya.
At least in the past. Would I be correct then to assume that the two of you are travelers in this land?
Look at the chain coming down the side here, the kind of cut up stuff at the end. Like, and I'm saying this like in the most complimentary way possible. This feels like an iconic character design from like a Cartoon Network special of a Halloween Cartoon Network special, or a Halloween special as a kid. And I mean that as a compliment, by the way. Like the tattered ends, like look at the heels on the boots as well. This is so cool.
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon.
Heck yeah.
And this is the Traveler. We've been to a bunch of nations already, but we only just arrived in Nod-Krai today.
Hello.
What a rare honor.
I love
it
your
is to meet
eyes.
such worldly travelers.
It's a rare honor to see your beautiful eyes. Like, oh my god. Like the yellow as well. This is such a cool character.
Are you here for travel too?
If only I had the time to spare. No, I'm just staying the night.
And his voice is very like calm, but like very like, it's like a bit tired as well, right? Not tired in terms of like its vocal cords or anything. I can't get over how like cool you look. Look at his eyes and the hair and the way it droops down with the color palette.
Oh, so you're here for business.
I'm not always huge on like the longish hair coming down in the back, right? But it's kind of nice the way it has like the color kind of matches kind of like the vibe of like, well, him coming down as well.
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nod-Krai.
Ratnik.
Normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair this lantern.
Very cool. Does that have anything to do with the Fae stuff? There's something off about that lantern. What's off about it?
Burial grounds?
Burial grounds.
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by tombstones and decay.
Honestly?
But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild
We have.
you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth. That then is why we are stationed by the burial grounds, to hold the line where it is most vulnerable.
So they're literally like the last line of defense almost, and as you said, a vulnerable line, which would mean that like it's like the most flimsiest part of the defense. He's basically saying like, yeah, it may sound weird for me to like be like guarding a burial ground, but Jesus Christ, guys, you had no idea, you know, why we're doing this. This character gives off such, like, and I'm saying this as a Halloween vibe. You know what I mean? Honestly. But honestly, it's one of those things where, like, it's like I'm like, oh, you give off a Halloween vibe, and it feels like Flynn's would go, that's literally my life. That's like my life.
Oh, so it's all about fighting against the abyss. Oh, sounds like a tough job.
I mean, we can only imagine.
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact, I like to think it rather suits me. If anything, I'd say I prefer the peace and quiet of a graveyard to the hustle and bustle of urban life.
Okay. So you prefer more of a quiet lifestyle?
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she's still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself. For one thing, she'd be too scared to fall asleep.
Which is understandable. I think it's a very regular fear. For me personally, like I've never been afraid of graveyards myself.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking.
So you find ghosts there?
But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living.
I love how he talks into his jacket, by the way. It's a really nice touch. Like, it's just a really nice, like, simple personality thing, right? It matches his like tone, and again, it matches his tired eyes. Like the idea of like kind of like head down into the jacket sometimes. Honestly, like if he's seen ghosts, he's seen ghosts.
Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Must have a lot in common, huh?
I can't get over how cool your face and hair looks like here. Your eyes are so cool.
Forgive me, but I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near. And in terms I'm sure you'll understand, a lanternless Ratnik is like a mapless traveler. A serious conundrum indeed.
So Ratniks are then people who are like holding the last line, and like that's what we're getting from here, right? Just to make sure, right? Because we're starting again in this stuff here as well, right? He said that he's a Ratnik. Yeah, so that's what Ratnik does. A Ratnik is stationed near the burial grounds, and without a lantern, it's like if we didn't have a guide, basically.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead. We won't keep you any longer.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'd gladly continue our conversation
Heck
another
yeah.
time. You're always welcome to come visit my grave. I mean, the grave I stand watch
Okay, he's
over.
awesome. He's
Your
awesome.
visit would bring much needed light to that place of final rest.
No, he's so sick. He's so sick.
Right. Well, if we get the chance...
Tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow.
Then allow me to wish you a traditional Ratnik's farewell. See you by the graveside.
No problem whatsoever. I love this guy's design so much. See you by the graveside. So I guess like culturally that's what they would say to each other when they're saying goodbye.
Jeez, what a weirdo.
I mean, I thought he was pretty nice, honestly. But as we know, Paimon would fight with a broomstick.
Not to badmouth him at all. In fact, he seemed pretty cultured,
Yeah.
but at the same time, kind of spooky.
Yeah, he was spooky.
Must be all that time he spent around graveyards.
Do you notice anything strange about his lantern, right? I think, like, you know, if someone's like, hey, like, I sleep in the graveyard every night because, you know, you would, I think it's totally normal for someone to be like, you sleep in the graveyard every night? What are you talking about? Like, but I think in this case, like, you know, while it is scary for some people, it's his job, I suppose. So it's one of those things where it's like, it makes sense. And he was very sweet. And, like, I always have the mentality when it comes to anything. Like, I watched a show recently where, like, the characters, like, one of the characters was reading manga and stuff like this and collected stickers. And she was getting older, and I remember she was just like, she's like, I'm lagging behind other people. Like, you know, I feel like I'm not growing up. I need to change or whatever like this as well. And, like, I remember just being like, I hope this character doesn't, because, like, if you're a good person and you're good to people, you know, then dress how you want. You know, be who you want to be, you know? Do you notice anything strange about the lantern?
His lantern? No, not really. You mean, because it was broken?
There was something inside?
Huh. Yes, you've always had a nose for stuff
Sure.
like this. If you're worried, you can always ask him the next time we cross paths.
Sure thing, guess I'd be by the graveside.
Hey, don't you start spouting all that weird stuff too.
I want to go to the grave. I do. Like, I'd really like interested to see the burial ground. You guys know, like, I love horror games. I love horror movies. I'm a big fan of, like, haunted mansions and haunted spaces. So there's no doubt in my mind that I would get, like, so interested in a character like this. Oh, we can also match the vibe it a little bit, you know? As we're going around Nod-Krai. I am super, super excited to see what's going to come next in this as well. Yeah, in terms of his character, like, it's super interesting learning about the Ratniks and their idea of, like, protecting against the wild hunt. A very cool character design as well, by the way. I actually really like the character design quite a bit. Yeah. Love the tired eyes, love the kind of pastel, kind of like purple, bright purple mixed with a bit of dark as well. The outfit was like very gothic in a very cool way. What the hell is this? Call. What is this? Oh. Interesting. Okay, there's like a whole different thing here. Yeah, I really like that design as well. I guess we're going up this way.
Paimon almost forgot something super important.
Spit it out then?
Were we gonna go try out the berries and fried meat?
Must have left that craving by the graveside. I guess so. Like, we got so distracted.
But now, heading all the way back to the flagship feels like such a waste.
Like 2 minutes.
Please, accept today's boon.
More
Come night or day, may the
characters.
blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
Who is this?
Huh? What's going on over there?
Looks like they're handing out food.
Wait, free food? Wow, the people here are so nice.
I wonder if it's like a need.
Quick, let's grab some too. Paimon's super curious what their food tastes
You know what I mean?
like.
If it's an actual need that they have to have.
Moonlight illuminates the path before you.
What is this?
Travelers from afar.
Oh.
Huh? How'd you know we were travelers?
Paimon asking the good questions.
Just now were a song the birds in the sky, singing of your wanderings.
Wait, what?
You are no ordinary guest.
So she could hear the birds singing about us. Look at the kind of like I would say like am I right? Like the hair feels like almost like it feels like daytime, like a time of day, like twilight, right? Like it's really pretty. But the ears as well.
The birds and the... What now?
I think it's a beautiful sentiment, even if it's not like real. It's a beautiful sentiment.
Forgive me. I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. You, too, must be wondering who
Is that a
I
headdress or does she have horns?
I am Lauma,
Lauma.
moon chanter of the Frostmoon Scions.
Whoa.
Please, as do our followers and other passers-by, accept today's boon.
Her eyelashes, man, look at those. They're really, really pretty. Again, a very calming voice, very like ethereal feeling characters, like leaves attached to her outfit too, but like her hair, I love the way it like hangs down like halfway over her face too. Her ears are really pretty as well.
Happy to oblige. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here's the traveler. Thanks so much for sharing your yummy food with us. We'll take one.
Take one each. You have your sincere gratitude.
Think nothing of it. These fruits were the finest we found.
This music.
Delicacies gathered in the wake of the morning dew. It is my hope that partaking of them may lift your spirits to heights anew.
She gives off the energy of feeling like spiritual, magical, right? She gives off that energy 110%.
The finest you found? Wow, that sure is kind of you, but wouldn't you want to keep those for yourselves?
The first fruit of the harvest must be placed upon the moonlight altar, not as an offering to the gods, but as a spark for lost hunters. For it is the blade of the starving that darkness most easily corrupts.
Is that saying that, like, first of all, the food looks crazy cool? Is that like saying that the food of the blade of the starving is the one that darkness most easily corrupts? If you're starving, you're hungry, and you're like willing to do anything, you're the first to get corrupted, right? And that's like goes not just for like actual like literal hunger, right? If you're someone who like has like a crazy ambition and you're losing your mind over like losing over and over again, you've lost all your money even, you're probably someone that's gonna be easily influenced, right? In a lot of those ways. I'm not saying people without money are easily influenced. I'm saying someone who's been down on their luck for a very long time.
As perhaps you have already heard,
The outfit.
we Frostmoon Scions revere and worship the moon
Okay.
goddess. We believe that together, virtue and compassion are the shining light that will lead us all out of the long,
Very
dark
cool.
night.
Love her outfit. It feels like a mixture of like very like obviously like designed, but then there's like some natural elements to it as well. I love her hair. Her hair is stunning. So she said she's part of the Frostmoon Scions who worship the moon, and they believe in virtue and compassion. Okay.
And now, with tides of haughty Fatui swarming into Nod-Krai, driven by greed
course.
and greed alone, more than ever before, we must all unite under the banner of virtue.
Okay. So she's saying like now it's more important than ever because of the Fatui that have arrived here.
Look who it is again.
Oh, stop.
Those insufferably kind-hearted Frostmoon Scions. Got enough for us too.
Okay, this is how you know you're the problem, by the way, right? Imagine like showing up to bully someone, and you're instead of being like having a true bully thing, you like all you have is, wow, if it isn't a lovely, gorgeous person, like it's like, okay, dude, like if it isn't the nicest person I've ever seen in my life, it's like, yeah, they are.
That's right. 2 servings each. We're starving over here.
The Fatui!
Look at his outfit as
After what
well.
you've been doing to our sacred statues, how dare you even show your faces?
Great voice acting performance, by the way, but also they've done something to the sacred statues as well.
Wilhelmina, bestow today's boon upon our guests.
Wow. So she's literally trying to like fight everything with virtue and love. But I do love that we have like a character here who like shows that anger towards the Fatui as well, right? They're trying to show how
Hear
virtuous
that?
she is.
No slacking
Oh, calm
now.
down.
We'll have the very best you
Calm
got.
down. If I was with anyone at a restaurant and they said to the waiter no slacking, I would literally just stand up and be like, first of all, give the waiter a tip and leave. I'd be like, we're not eating together. I'm sorry, that's not happening.
But, my lady, they...
Love the outfits here.
Please, you two, accept this meal. But remember this. Kindness is the first lantern left to guide those who stumble in ignorance.
So I wonder if this is an expression. It's a beautiful expression, like just like in terms of the way she says it, right? She has a really beautiful voice. But I wonder if like that kind of means like, hey, like this lantern, like this hand that I'm extending to you, is a way out of your ignorance.
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse to follow the moonlit path, then by our frosted blades shall we show them its shadow.
So she's saying that like we will give you a bit of a leeway. We will give you help if you need to. We will be virtuous to you and nice to you. But should you not follow the moonlit path after all this, then we're gonna give you the bad parts of the moon, the shadow.
You
what? You what, buddy? You what?
Hey, look who it is.
Wait.
Whatever.
No way.
Just you wait. We'll be coming for you.
Did they recognize
next.
of course they probably would, right? Because of if that was the marionette at the start, right?
Huh? Where's the meat? Who wants to eat this garbage?
Oh my god. Then give it back then. I want to eat this garbage.
Those stooges really are the worst.
Oh, they sucked. They absolutely sucked. Like, but I think that the way that they were owned there was actually perfect because like while we could have just beaten them up 100%, it would have been very satisfying. I also think that the way that it was handled in that situation was much better than like what we could have even beating them up, because now like they have not only a lot to think about. They showed that they didn't annoy we just learned her name, but they showed that they didn't annoy her whatsoever. And it probably gets it's more like people who are trying to bait you into getting angry get more upset when you don't get angry. And in this sense, like that's what we saw there. Like they were more upset that like they couldn't do anything else, especially when they saw the traveler there as well.
Ever since they came to Nod-Krai with all their weird equipment and built that so-called experimental design bureau, our lives have been turned completely upside down.
So they took the whole thing too literally of like making a new life and kind of took over a bit.
Judging from how they reacted just now, it seems the Fatui already know who
Yeah,
you
Loma. Beautiful name. Old grudges die hard. And it's so funny because we have so many friends with the Fatui as well.
Well, we have gotten in their way in pretty much every nation we visited, so we're probably at the top of their blacklist.
And we will get in their way again.
I see. Then, on behalf of the Frostmoon Scions, I thank you for the goodwill you have shown.
We just stood here. Yeah, don't, it's okay.
Because if they had gotten ahead of themselves just now, I'm sure you would have stepped in to help.
Yes, I would have. Yes, that is true.
Just as the birds and beasts put it, your arrival heralds joy to us all.
Wow.
Besides, for a weary traveler far from home, what better respite than to bathe in the moonlight?
She like feels like otherworldly, right? She definitely does.
You will always be welcome at the Frostmoon Enclave, the place we call our home.
Thank you for the kind invitation. I already quite like you.
May we meet again in the moon's gentle glow.
She feels like an angel almost. Like she feels like she's like not from this like universe. Weird transition.
Are delicious. So refreshingly fresh. Those two Fatui wouldn't know a good thing if it came up and bit them on the shoulder.
The thing is, Paimon, those type of people just like were built to complain. If it wasn't this they were complaining about today, they were gonna look for something else to complain. Misery likes company, and they love each other's company.
Looks like Aneva isn't done with her shopping yet. And the Adventurers Guild is still empty. Where should we head next?
Why don't we follow the map in the travel guide?
Good idea. Wouldn't want to let the Kuuvahki down after all.
Sure. Oh!
Okay. Paimon's got our route all figured out. So, all that's left to say is, don't fall behind.
I won't fall behind. Detective Paimon is back.
This is Nuts and Nuts. It's mostly a fruit shop, but there's a crafting bench too.
Okay.
This is the
Hot
Speranza,
dogs.
one of the travel guide's recommended restaurants. All the waiters here are kids.
Yeah.
This is the Vesnici Prolific Greenhouse.
We saw us from a distance.
Apparently, their flowers are all made of metal, so they'll never wilt away.
Gorgeous idea. Right, the same way that Nefa gave us a flower, remember? Very gorgeous idea.
This is the Rossum Workshop. If you ever need a weapon made, this is the place to go.
Perfect. Thank you, Detective Paimon.
And over here, they've got a super tall observation deck. Whoa! Take a look at that! You can see really far out into
I
the
love that they're
distance.
having a day out together. Look at this.
That way's north, and that looks
Whoa.
like something built by the Fatui? And then over there to the west, that must be the place Lauma mentioned, where the Frostmoon Scions
Oh my god,
live.
did you see what that was? The big gigantic thing there? Look at this pillar here as well. Like the difference almost instantly between the natural and the unnatural, right?
So, what'd you think? Even if Enefa kind of stole her limelight earlier, this just goes to prove that Paimon's own tour guiding skills aren't too shabby either.
Of course. You did a great job. You're the best, Paimon. The laugh.
Sure is. It'd take hundreds of years of practice to beat the best tour guide in all of Tibet.
to give you a hug.
Huh? Look! There must be someone at the Adventurers Guild now. There's already a line forming outside.
Sure.
Looks like
Oh, the music's so beautiful.
Ask about your spaceship. Oh, or was there anywhere else you wanted to stop by first?
Matter of fact, one of the storefront sides. Look at this thing in the distance. Holy freaking hell! It's like a half Death Star or something. It's terrifying in a way, right?
Where? Which one are you? Oh, now you mention it, Paimon's noticed it too. Ugh, better not be who she thinks it is.
What do you mean?
Anyway, where we go first is completely up to you. Either the Adventurers Guild, or that suspicious-looking shop.
Wait, what?
A word of warning, though. If we step into that shop,
The music's so pretty.
be sure to keep a very close eye on your Mora.
Well, who are we talking about here? So someone that like is crafty, I guess? Who would take our Mora? What? Interesting. So I guess Curious Shop is going to be the place that we can go first, right? So what I want to do is, before we do anything, because again, we're going to be taking our time with this, guys. The episode is going to be ending soon enough. I obviously want to check out the banner for like the last bit of this too, and I'm going to give my, but I think before that, I'm going to give my thoughts on Nod-Krai so far. This is... Here's the thing, I don't come into these places with, oh, look at that, so freaking cool, and that's so terrifying as well. I don't come into any of this with any expectations, right? I have things I think could happen, like in terms of, as I said, the industry stuff and the Fatui being here and stuff like this as well. But like, I try to like come into every single region we do with the least amount of expectations, not because I don't expect greatness from Genshin, but because I like to have like almost like a clean slate. It's like, you know, we judge everything for what it is and what it's not what it's not, right? And we judge for everything that's going to be on the screen right now. And for me, this has been a fabulous time. I've loved exploring this industrial place so far. I love seeing all the stuff put together, all the shops and all the workshops and everything put together. It's so amazing to me seeing everything here. I kind of had the prediction that this place would have like a lot of industry, right? That made sense because of the outfits. But I love how they lean into it so much, not just in the idea of visual stuff, but the idea of clothing, the idea of like making metal plants, the idea of like this kind of like industrial workers feel, like there's like, you know, strikes going on and workers being replaced and all this stuff. And while I don't love that, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, I love workers being replaced. I mean more just sense where like it feels very like, you know, metal and steel industry heavy. in that sense. I love the way the town is so like dense so far. There's like, look how much stuff there is. Already, like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like this is like the biggest home base ever, right? In terms of like density for sure as well. I love all the different machines. I love the hearing the machines in the distance. I love this music's so gorgeous. It's so pretty. I love hearing all the machines in the distance. It like actually is very calming in a weird way to me as well. I love how that's like part of the soundtrack is like the you know, the like all those sounds as well in the background. Gorgeous music. It's been really like fantastic exploring this place. It's been such an exciting thing. And again, like I said, it's not just like how it looks. Once again with Genshin, the locations have like history to the place. They have lore to the place. We found out about like obviously like we knew about the Wild Hunt stuff already and we heard about the Wild Hunt stuff. We heard about the Ratniks who like protect this place from the Wild Hunt. And we met the Frostmoon Scions who are at odds with the Fatui as well, because the Fatui are creating this stuff. As you saw that in the distance over there, what the Fatui are creating over there, look at the shadow in the distance as well. Imposing, isn't it? Versus like then you see kind of a very natural light over here when it comes to the Frostmoon Scions. Very, very cool meeting those characters as well and hearing all about the lore of this place, hearing about like how it's like, you know, kind of doesn't have any like governing body. And because of that, I feel like that's what we have led to the idea of like, yes, everyone can make their own way in this world, but also the Fatui have kind of come in here unchecked, right? Because there's no one to kind of be like, hey, stop it, you know? If this was Fontaine and they built something like this in Fontaine, you better believe that, you know, in the first week of them trying to do this stuff, you would 110% have a, how would you say, you 100% have a, like, Nouvellette coming into step in and be like, you can't do this. You know what I mean? You can't. But because it feels like it is a land of opportunity, it's like, hey, well, where's the law that says they can't do it, I guess? I don't know. Honestly, unless it's, like, you know, built on someone's land, I guess. And that's probably, I guess, one of the issues with, like, having this ultimate freedom, I guess, at the same time, too. But I love the idea of the idea of freedom, too, because it leads, like, a lot of people from different places, different industries, different regions, and that's like really, really cool too. I'm trying to see if there's like a place we could sit down a bit as well, but I guess like I'm almost finished like talking complete as well. But yeah, I love the way this town is not just like a beautiful place to witness, not just a really awesome place like industry wise, but it's also a rebuilt city, right? Like from the original like Abyssal Calamity, it almost reminds me of like Chicago being like the second city, right? It burned down and they built it right back up, and in this sense it's like it's a place that is it was destroyed and rebuilt, and it makes sense that everything kind of has like a patchwork to it. And even like I said, the clothes being like kind of patchy too makes sense as well, because people aren't worried too much about like hand-me-downs or having like, you know, patched clothes, because things like, you know, you don't worry about this stuff when you have to do other stuff too, when everyone's working, everyone's doing this industrial stuff as well. It makes sense. In terms of characters that we met as well, oh my god. Like Luma has this very ethereal, but like kind of like a hint of dangerous, and like, but like not in a bad way, but like a very pretty character with a really great design, and she felt very ethereal and magical, and I really, really can't wait to meet her again. And then also like Flynn's being a character that like I think it's just such like, again, an inspired design. Love the tired eyes, the color coding, and I feel like with the Luma she has a beautiful hairstyle as well, and it's a really, really cool how they mix the natural with the kind of fabric as well of her outfit too. But Flynn's is like kind of like, as I said, he's like a walking gothic Halloween, and I love it. I genuinely love it. It's such a cool design. I'm so genuinely impressed by it, honestly. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous design with them. Again, like I said, I'm not always a big fan with like the trailing tail of a hair that happens sometimes on characters. But from my perspective, it's like one of those things where it's like, if it's done like in a way where it's like, oh, it matches the color and the vibe, it's like fine. You know what I mean? Like, I love his hair from the front, and then from the back, it's one of those things where it's like never my first choice to have that type of hair, but I think if it works, it works. You know, if it works for the color coding and the design itself, it makes sense. You know what I mean? It makes sense. Love the black of the outfit too. Love the way he described all the stuff with like him living near the or being by the graveyard, how that makes him more calm. The lantern itself, like that he carries around to defend against the abyss. And once again, it's one of those characters. Usually that always happens in life. The character who seems like the scariest to people, like the gothic person, the person that's wearing all these outfits. People tend to be like, oh, I'm so scared of this person. You know, they're very, like, maybe they're antisocial. And you find out they're, like, the kindest and sweetest person ever. And they just like to dress in a certain way. And that's what we're getting from this as well. Like, he just has, like, a really cool outfit. Love the way, like, they even had him talking into the jacket at some point, too, as well. That was really cool also. It's all, like, very, 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 very cool so far. Like, I'm having such a great time here in this location. And we get, like, you know, those little tiny pieces of lore, like, about, like, how, like, the Sarisa sees this place, how the Fatui have moved in and they've been causing havoc and they built this thing over here and it's, like, turned this world upside down, it seems. Where is it? Over here, is it? It's turned this place upside down. They're at odds with the Frostmoon Scions. They're causing trouble for people here already. And that's obviously a big deal, too. Look at these, like, different places. Oh, look at the little home over there as well. So cool. There's, like, a big issues going on here with that, too. There's so much that is going into this location already that I'm so happy and impressed that we got to see a place like this. I adore how this looks. I adore it. Yeah, beautiful place. Love the reworked aspects of it. Love the industrial feel of it. I love the kind of Celtic style music, I guess, that we're hearing now as well. With the kind of like the rebuilt nature being, like, as you said, mixed with the lore. Characters are great so far in terms of design. I hope we get to know them more as we're going forward too. Interiors are really cool also. Love the idea of the shop and the delicacies and the food and stuff, I guess, too. There's so much I had to love here. And again, it's excitement as well. I'm so excited to get into more of Nod-Krai, and we're going to be doing it every Saturday. Until we obviously finish, like, what we have to do. We're going to be exploring places as well. But coming up now, going forward, at least for the foreseeable future, these videos are going to be Friday and Sunday every single week. And I'm very excited to see that as well. And yeah, just very excited. Very, very excited. I love this location already. It's so fantastic. It's so great. Yeah. Guys, let's check out the banner. So Loma's on the banner. Very, very cool. And Nihida, which is pretty great. And Kaveh as well. How many constellations do I have for Kaveh, by the way? Just to check. Because we've already seen her design. This is one of the rare times we've seen the design first, right? Yeah, and she looks very ethereal. She has like a what you call it, a familiar? Yeah. I think those are real horns. I think she might be like connected to like maybe like some like deer stuff as well. Yeah, she's very cool. She's very cool. A very ethereal design. Her hair is gorgeous as well. I want to check how many constellations. I think I only have like, I don't even think I have constellations in Kaveh, because I definitely will wish on this just to get the constellations. Yeah. Why not? And we're not going to get like 10 wishes out of this, but we can still get something. Oh, we probably got like gifts, right? Yeah, of course, of course. I always forget that like Genshin like gives us stuff for like maintenance and stuff like that as well. I say let's we can't do 10 wishes yet. We could buy one more wish, by the way, in the shop, and I'm definitely willing to do that as well. I don't wish very often as lately, honestly, so yeah, it just doesn't happen as much. I think we'll just like do like a bunch of wishes on this. If we can get like a constellation for Kaveh as well, that'd be really nice. You know, not expecting anything, but it's like one of those things where like you can definitely do it as well. So Luma's on the banner. Okay, so I wonder then like would then next time would you have like well, you're gonna have like other Nod-Krai characters come off the banner as well. And I don't know if it goes in order for you to meet them, because I don't think it does, right? Because I don't exactly remember who I had when Natlan was happening. I don't exactly remember who was on the banner at the time, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, we might even get a 4-star here. Like, again, it's one of those things where, like, I'm not looking for new characters right now anyway. But, like, if we can get a constellation for Kaveh, that's... or Barbara as well. But we have, like, a lot of constellations for Barbara as well, I think. We might even get it here. I don't think we're even going to get it here. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a constellation. Okay, we'll get something. It's a 4-star. It could be a 4-star weapon. Okay. Exactly the exact thing I was looking for.
I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
True.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, mein Fräulein.
What does that constellation do, by the way? Let's see. Constellation. With 3 seconds after using Artisan Ingenuity, Kave's dental resistance and incoming healing bonus will increase by 50%. Okay, cool. And I guess we'll also have trials then as well. Is there going to be some stuff here in the menu too? Wait, what? What is this? What is this? Wait. Wait. Is this the thing on the map? Wait, invite. What does this mean? Invite character. What is that? Wait. No, it's a free 5-star. With the oh my god. 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 Well, I'm going for Tighnari. Right? We have every character. We don't have the only characters we don't have are Dia, Tighnari, and Mizuki, right? I'm going on who is in terms of favorite characters I would like, and we don't know Mizuki as well, so obviously Mizuki's gonna be like in 3rd place here, but like in terms of rankings, Tighnari, Dia, Mizuki are like in terms of my favorite characters, right? Right, that would make sense, right? Dia's very cool as well, but like in terms of characters, and I think we know Tighnari better as well. So I just get a Tighnari. Oh my god!
Hi there.
Okay.
I'm Tighnari, Forest Watcher of the Avidia Forest. My duty is to preserve both the rainforest's ecosystem and the safety of its
Very
visitors.
cool.
If this is your first time here, I suggest you first peruse the Avidia Forest Survival Guide.
Lovely stuff.
Paying particular attention to the chapter distinguishing between edible and poisonous mushrooms.
Is it the anniversary? It must be the Genshin anniversary then, right? Oh, cool. Okay, we got like level up materials for them as well. And I thought you could like invite a different one as well. A different character also at the same time too. Okay, so then we also have I didn't know what the fuck. This artwork is beautiful, by the way. It's gorgeous. And look at all the characters that look so happy, apart from of course the Luke is kind of like and Gigi, I guess. Gigi's falling over. I guess it is the anniversary then, right? That would make sense because you've gotten that before. What is this? To temper thyself the journey so far. Huh? Complete. What? Wait, what is happening here? Complete adventure encounters to reach daily training goals every week. Achieve 5 daily training goals to reach weekly training goals in each round of the To Temper Thyself Journey So Far event. Complete 8 weekly training goals to redeem Stella Fortune rewards. Wait. You can select a card from the roster displaying the right that you wish to do. When you complete 8 weekly training goals for this to temper yourself during your card, you can claim the chosen card Stella Fortuna. Stella Fortuna cannot be attained for characters you have not obtained, or for characters who have already obtained Stella Fortuna past to temper thyself. So I should choose. Okay. We'll think about this in a bit as well. Like we have to choose a character who like I guess I'm not even sure what that is personally. So maybe I'll get you guys to talk about that as well. And what is this? What? There's so much stuff now. Oh, and this is the mission itself. And this is exploration as well. And this is that.
I know. Present.
Wait. A small but ingenious mouse. This is Ido, by the way, which again, like adorable. There's like even like plasters on her as well, which shows he's probably doing like a lot of work. But like a really interesting like color coding as well. We've seen her before in like the Vision with an Effa, right? And we're going to meet her again soon too, I guess. A small but ingenious mind filled with an endless stream of novel ideas, just as the Clink Clank Kurumake craft shop is filled with endless clamor of work. Much like adventuring, the first step in inventing machines is to get moving. As for the second step in Effa, please, I'm tired. I need the Kurumakage's to continue. Character can be invited while progressing to a dance. Wait. So if we finish this, we can invite her? So we're going to get an Ino.
I know. Present.
That's very cool. Okay. Yeah, she's an adorable character with an adorable color coding. Then we have the trials. Interesting. Oh yeah, they don't have a barber trial as well. We have more music. So we do have more travelers. What the hell? This update is huge. This update is huge. Let's do some test runs then. So I guess we'll start from Kave. Oh. You can just get the item. Oh, I think someone was saying this as well. You can just get the items for the trial car. So I guess but I kind of like doing the trials. Let's see if I know how to use Kave without even looking at the description. But I think I do. Right? Because we do this, right? And then this. Right? And then we can start doing other attacks too.
Scanning.
Yeah. He's actually like an incredibly fun character for me as well. Yeah, we do this. It creates this. And actually, one thing I haven't done yet, which is actually like a good thing to do with Kave as well, that I learned from you guys. Yeah, we didn't get to do it there even, so we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Continue challenge. Let's see this here. So we have. So the idea is that we can like do like we can have like our character produce some water here as well, like this and stuff like that, and that activates this. But it's actually not a bad idea to do this as well, even though like this team is like very good for what it is now as well. You can activate this stuff as well, and then you can use this as a physical attack as well. But obviously against water, it's not going to make much sense because you know what I mean. It's already water, But for these guys, it might make sense if we can activate this now as well. So we do this. And then we start, you can go in and do like a physical attack mixed with water as well, which can react with stuff as well, which is really cool. Okay, so I think we have that, right? Other trial stages. We have Kuki, who people have consistently said you should try out Kuki. Kuki Shinobu's elemental skill will sacrifice percentage of her HP to create a grass ring of sanctification that will heal friendly characters within it and deal continuous electro damage to surrounding opponents. She creates a cleansing field using your elemental burst that deals continuous AoE electro damage. Okay. So the first one is a ring that will heal friendly characters but deal continue. That's really great, isn't it? Creates a cleansing field using your elemental burst that deals 8 continuous AoE electro damage. The damage your opponents within. The field will last longer if Shinobu creates it while her HP is no higher than 50%. So it's, again, she's just it's one of those things where it makes sense why people are like, you should definitely use. she's her. Already it sounds like pretty amazing. So like, this is a healing move, and this is like also an AoE damage move as well.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
So this is like, yeah, this skill here creates a ring. It does damage, but also heals, right?
Rain Cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
If that's what we're getting at here.
Out of my way. Our bond is strong. Wings of darkness.
I think that's what we're getting. Yeah, I think it's what we're getting at here for sure.
Just like we rehearsed. Witness the power of Kuuvahki. Lightning terrified.
And then we can go in and like attack like this as well. I think it's it. If I'm getting that wrong, please like definitely let me know as well. Nihida, we shouldn't need. I say we shouldn't need to read the tutorial, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it as well. We've been using Nihida from very on as well. You know what I mean? From very early. It's just about like connecting everyone with the Dendro stuff as well, like that as well. You tell him, Barbara. Yeah, and so we can do like this. It's I think Nihida was like my first. You don't even hear? OP character.
Nice and spicy.
And I feel like Nihida's all about like creating reactions constantly, right? She's good in that way.
Come a little closer.
And the constant damage is always very nice.
Surrender and it'll be gentle. Oh, I'll protect us.
Like the basis of it is like this. You know, you can do then a bit of this. And this as well at the same time too. It's like, it's just like, again, Xiangling, I never thought of Xiangling and Nahida, honestly, because I never really had like, I feel like, no, just being honest, like Nahida is like probably one of my best characters. But I think everyone would agree that like I underutilize her quite a bit.
Make yourselves at home.
Like, I think she would just be like perfect in a team with like, right, she'd be perfect in a team with, like Xingqiu,
Let the show begin.
Bennett,
Come
and
closer.
right, I think so. In a team like that, in a team that has like Xingqiu, Bennett, and Fischl.
You're in.
At least that's the way I look at it anyway. I think it should be. That's the way like it would work out really well for us as well. Yeah, I didn't do too well with her now as well, but honestly, I think it's like, please don't take my performance there as like a way of how good she is, because she's fantastic usually. So here we go as well, with the Every Moon Sacrament song. Let's go. Basic tutorial. Wait, what? Loma is Dendro, a support character who enables her party members to trigger lunar bloom reactions and enhances bloom, hyperbloom, burgeon, and lunar bloom reactions. Okay. So she's a support character. Love the image here as well. When Luma is in a party, bloom reactions triggered by party members are converted to lunar bloom. I try not to look at the video here, by the way. Bloom reactions triggered by party members are converted to lunar bloom, which provides the party with valuable verdant dew on top of the standard reaction effects. Luma herself and certain characters can utilize their talent to consume verdant dew to deal lunar bloom damage to opponents. This damage can trigger crit hits. So when she's in the party, any bloom reactions triggered will convert to lunar bloom, which then provides verdant dew on top of the standard reaction. And then Luma herself and certain characters can utilize their talent to consume verdant dew to deal lunar. Okay, so more damage. When Luma's elemental skill is tapped, she summons a Frostgrove Sanctuary, which deals continuous Dendro damage to an opponent and lowers their Dendro Hydra resistance. So she's all about bloom then. When Luma's elemental skill is held, she can consume all of verdant dew and gains Moonsong stacks based on the verdant dew consumed. Moonsongs helps her elemental bursts generate more Pale Hymn stacks. We're definitely going to put the hand up here just because I want to see it in when I'm doing it. After Luma uses her elemental burst, she grants nearby party members a fixed number of Pale Hymn stacks, which increase the bloom, hyperbloom, and burgeon, and lunar bloom damage dealt. Okay, so she gives everyone like already like, you know, lunar bloom damage that's converted when it comes to bloom. And she can also deal lunar bloom damage and crit hits. With the tapping of this, we'll deal continuous Dendro and reduce our Dendro and Hydra resistance. And the holding gains stacks, and then we can consume stacks, and then it will improve our elemental burst, right? And then this will, we'll give nearby party members more stacks. Okay, we'll increase their damage dealt. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, I love her hair. Her hair is fantastic. Okay, so we have just a quick shot. Okay. Even that, look at this, look at the calm down. Embracing herself. Whoa! What the hell? We became like a deer? So they're definitely her horns, by the way. Let's go for it. Wait, are we? Oh, wait. This is the tutorial. So we have to use an elemental skill.
Leave this place.
And this is our, and then we have to hold our skill as well. And then we just have to do this. Oh my god, is it the grass on the ground even? Entering the trial challenge. Here we go. She's very cool. Now, oh, look at this big boy. Holy hell.
Ring cutter.
We used to see this as like spoilers. The idea of like a
Forest, protect us.
So that tapping the skill deals again the damage round, but also reduces their distance, right? Or reduces their resistance to bloom stuff.
No, my sword.
And then this like gives everyone like more damage then.
Everyone hold hands.
Stand with me.
Use the force off.
Oh my god, all these enemies. I guess they're like, oh, these are like Fatui members. That makes sense. Look at the faces as well. Okay, I think I'm using that right as well. Oh my god, you such a cool Fatui design as well. Look at you. So the tapping reduces bloom resistance. This consumes all. If you hold it, it consumes all the stacks and makes the actual damage even more. There's so many new enemies here. That's so cool.
Rain cutter.
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna try it one more time after this as well. But I think I understand. It's just I'm not gonna be great with her the first time we go through things. So this like consumes. Okay, I say we do it again, right? So if I remember correctly, what it is it's all about making bloom attacks, right? The bloom movement, or motion. Tapping it does AoE damage, but also reduces the resistance and bloom resistance, I guess, and hydro resistance. Holding it will consume the stacks and then make our burst more effective to improve everyone's damage, right? I think that's what we're doing here. I can try the trial again next time anyway if it's one of those things where I need to. So if we go like this here, and then we do this, and that reduces the resistance to like to bloom, right? Yeah, and then this improves everyone's bloom damage as well. So at that point, do we want to do this as well to do more bloom, I guess? And we do hyper bloom as well. I guess that's what it is.
Out of my way.
I definitely want to try and consume stacks at some point too. Like this consumes stacks, right? Yeah.
Rain cutter.
I see everything.
Yeah, it's an interesting character. I hope again, you guys probably can give me more pointers on how to like do this as well. But it seems like that's what it is, right?
Get with me.
Like we want to create more bloom reactions is basically what we want to try and do. So again, that reduces resistance.
Let me leave you a verse.
I see everything.
We want to create more bloom reactions.
By the Frostmoon of old.
And it turns all this stuff to lunar bloom as well, right? Yeah, it's going to be like slightly confusing for a while, right? It probably will be. And that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm not like too worried about that either, you know what I mean? At all. I'm not too worried about that whatsoever.
Rain outlines your fate.
For the everlasting forest.
I'll settle this.
Is this just never-ending trials now? Did they change this so it's never-ending trials? Yeah, so this does AoE damage and also improves bloom damage.
Our bond is strong.
It reduces the resistance to bloom. This consumes any stacks, and then this improves their bloom damage, right?
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Out of my way. Stand with me. Witness the power of Kuuvahki.
It seems to be. I like the idea of like a never-ending trial, right? Like you're just practicing here forever. Honestly,
I see everything.
Lightning terrified.
Right? That seems to be it. Like, I think we probably read it over again, right? So yeah. So when Loma's in the party, the lunar reactions are triggered by the party members are converted to lunar bloom, which provides the party with valuable verdant dew on top of the standard reaction effects. Luma herself and certain characters can utilize their talent to consume verdant dew to deal lunar bloom damage to opponents. So that's what it is. It's like it's going to be dealing lunar bloom damage instead. And this can trigger crit hits. The element of skill, when tapped, yes, it does like a AoE damage, but also lowers hydro resistance, I should say. Dendro and hydro resistance. So you'd want to use our boy. It's not just bloom resistance. You want to use Xingqiu in that moment. And when it's held, it consumes all stacks, which helps the element burst generate more Pale Hymn stacks, which makes sense. After Luma uses element burst, she grants nearby party members a fixed number of Pale Hymn stacks to increase the bloom and hyper bloom burgeon. Perfect. So I guess we kind of got the idea. Just one thing we got wrong there as well, which is
Let me leave you a verse.
this reduces their Hydro resistance as well, so like attacking with like Hydro after that ain't a bad idea. It also converts our damage too. This then improves the bloom effects and the bloom damage. And converts it to the lunar bloom as well. Very interesting, okay. This reduces distance to Hydro. And then we're doing Hydro attacks when we do this as well. This improves that damage as well. Once again, we have like a bloom damage there as well. Yeah, I think we got the hang of that. Yeah, very cool. So yeah, I think she's a cool character, 100%. It's going to be interesting trying out all the new characters as well as we go forward. There'll be another episode of this on Sunday. As everyone knows, we like to take our time with this stuff. We're going to be like interacting with the world as much as we can. And guys, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you so much for supporting me, as always. And it means the world to me. Again, I genuinely like cannot wait to go on this journey with you guys, because this is the first time we're going on a journey together. 100%. It seems like the Marionette wants to meet us as well. So I'm very excited to keep going forward with this. I want to say this as well because I never usually advertise it, but I might as well do it now because it's a thing on the channel. It's like we have Patreon as always, like, and people get their shout outs at the end of the video if you are like at the 15 euro tier. But also if you're someone on YouTube who doesn't like using Patreon, you can also like get the same shout out at the end of every single video from YouTube as well. So you can get that at the end here too. I have no problem plugging that as well. And at the 10 tier, you can also get like the community video as well, and also your name in the credits. And then at the 3 euro tier, I think it is, which is like bigger gangsta, you get the Q&A, which is something that happens every month as well. But yeah, thank you so much to my patrons then at the highest tier, which is Tyfire2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Nizuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish Adusta, Lynx Markey, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Kasperian, Jared Beanham at the highest tier of my YouTube. I want to thank, at the highest tier of my YouTube, I want to thank RoyGamer7 and Blasco. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye.